Good morning, grade 6. Welcome back to grade 6 mathematics class. Hope you all are doing great today. So we all live in a world full of shapes. So understanding shapes better will give us a better understanding of the world around us. In the previous chapter, we got an introduction to shapes. We started learning geometry. So what is geometry? Geometry is the study of shapes. Now, in geometry, we learned about different kinds of shapes. We know shapes can be two-dimensional or three-dimensional. Now, what do you mean by two-dimensional shapes? So, these are the kind of shapes that have got only two dimensions or two measurements, such as the length and breadth. Now, three-dimensional shapes or 3D shapes, they have got three dimensions or measurements, such as the length, width, and height. Now here you can see the picture of a few two-dimensional shapes. Two-dimensional shapes or 2D shapes are also called plane shapes or flat shapes. Why? Because we can lay them flat on a plane surface or a flat surface. Now here are a few to name: triangle, rectangle, square, circle, and so on. Now here you can see a few solid shapes or 3D shapes. Now 3D shapes occupy some volume in space, hence they are also called solid shapes. Now here you can see a few of them. A pyramid, a cube, a sphere are all examples of solid shapes. Now today we are going to start a new chapter in maths. This is chapter 12, understanding elementary shapes. Now what do you mean by elementary shapes? Elementary means the basic, the very basic. So elementary shapes means the basic shapes which we can use to construct all the different shapes around us. So let's have a look at the elementary shapes or the basic shapes around us. The first one, line. A line we know is a straight path that has no definite length, and a line extends infinitely in both directions. So here you can see a couple of examples of lines. The first one, this is line PQ. You can see 2 points P and Q marked on this line given here. Now here you see a double-sided arrow. This is the symbol we use to represent a line. So to name a line, you can write 2 points on the line, and then above the 2 points you can put a double-sided arrow to represent the line. So here we have named this line based on the 2 points marked on the line, which are usually represented using capital letters. Hence, this is line PQ. You can also name a line using a small letter. So here you have line L. So that was about line. Now let's see a line segment. A segment means a part of something. So a line segment is a part of a line. And since it is part of a line, it has a definite length. You can measure a line segment since it has a definite length. So this is a line segment PQ, which has two endpoints, which are P and Q. So a line segment follows a straight path between two endpoints. Now here you can see how we can name a line segment. The two endpoints P and Q represented by capital letters is written, and above the 2 points we draw a small dash. So this is how we represent line segment. Now let's see what a ray is. A ray is also part of a line, but it has a starting point and it extends endlessly in the opposite direction. So this is ray AB. It starts from point A and it passes through point B. So this is how we represent ray AB. The 2 points on the ray A and B written with capital letters, and above that we draw a small one-sided arrow. Now this is how we represent a ray. Now when two rays start from a common point, or when two lines intersect, an angle is formed between them. So this is angle APQ or angle QPA. So an angle is made up of two rays starting from a common point, and this common point is called the vertex of the angle. And the two rays forming the angle are called the arms or sides of the angle. So which are the arms of this angle? The arms of this angle are ray PA and ray PQ. Now let's see what are adjacent angles. See, when two angles have a common vertex, and their interiors do not overlap, we call such angles as adjacent angles. So what are adjacent angles? Two angles having a common vertex and a common arm. See, here there is a common arm for the two angles. So when two angles have a common vertex and a common arm with their interiors not overlapping, they are called adjacent angles. So here angle CAB and angle BAD are adjacent angles. So here angle CAB and angle BAD are adjacent angles. The common vertex is vertex A and the common arm is ray AB. So I hope this is clear to you. Now let's talk about curves. So what are curves? A curve is a continuous and smooth flowing line, and a curve may bend or change its direction at least once. Here you can see a few examples of curves, and you see a curve can be open or closed. These are examples of open curves. They start at one point and they stop or end at some other point. So these are examples of closed curves, which mean they start and end at the same point. Hence, closed curves enclose an area within, whereas open curves do not enclose an area within. Now, when a curve do not cross itself at any point, you call that as a simple curve. And a simple curve can be open or closed. Now, we have also learned about polygons. What is a polygon? A polygon is a closed figure made up of 3 or more line segments. Note that a circle is a closed figure, but it is not a polygon since it is not made up of straight line segments, but instead it is a closed curve. So a polygon is a two-dimensional simple closed figure made up of 3 or more line segments. We name a polygon usually based on the number of sides they have. For example, a triangle has 3 sides. The first 2 letters of the word triangle, tri, it means 3. Hence, a triangle is a polygon which has got 3 sides, and it is the polygon with the least number of sides. And we have also learned about circles. A circle is a simple closed curve in which all the points on its boundary are at equal distance from its center. So, circle is a simple closed curve in which all the points on the curve are at an equal distance from the center of the circle. Here you can see an example. Here this is the center of the circle. The boundary of the circle, you can see here the outline, and the distance from the center of the circle to any point on its boundary is called the radius of the circle. And a line passing through the center of the circle joining any 2 opposite points on the boundary is called its diameter. And you can see the diameter is 2 times the radius of a circle. So if you cut the diameter into half, you can see each part will represent a radius of the circle. So children, these are the very basic things that we have learned so far in geometry. In your textbook in page number 175, there is a flashback exercise given based on these elementary shapes. Please have a look at the exercise and complete them. Once you are done with the answers, please do take a picture and send us through Teams. So that's all for today. Let's meet in the next class with a new topic. Till then, bye.